Hey guys, it's Eric and Karina.
HR.
And Eric.
And welcome back to the Late Podcast. The law according to Eric.
We didn't think we were going to be here today.
No, but I'm amazing, so here we are.
That and things didn't go the way I was hoping they were going to go in my trial, and now I'm here early as opposed to still being in court. So it's all I can really say about that for now. But it definitely didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
So we figured as long as we're here, it's Thursday afternoon, so this is as close to the Friday drop as we can get.
Yeah.
Why not throw an episode out? Hopefully it'll be a nice little surprise.
Yeah.
And we hope to be on a more regular schedule again next week, but you never know.
Yeah, we are. So, Eric gave me a couple of topics to choose from. So I went with dumb arrest, right? For, like, the stories. And then I was able to find like 4 or 5 that were about dumb arrest. The rest are just about arrest.
Oh,
so, okay. I couldn't find a lot about dumb arrest. Well, I had to improvise. But that's the theme today. So.
All right. Dumb arrest, like arrested for the dumbest reasons possible.
Yes. And the question was literally, what is the dumbest thing you've ever been arrested for?
Yeah, no, I like that because and towards the end, if you remind me, sometimes I forget, I will share with you an actual true story of yours truly getting arrested.
In Mexico?
Yes.
You've
Did I say it already? Okay, I don't remember. Oh, whatever. Well, maybe we only had like 50 listeners back then.
True.
A bunch more at this point.
That's true.
But okay.
Okay.
All right, so let's dive right in.
Yes,
all right.
These are all from that subreddit question asking, what's the dumbest thing you've been arrested for?
Okay.
So this guy, it wasn't him, but he witnessed it. He said, in the early 90s, I was sitting on my front porch in Detroit drinking a beer. I live on a small main street where tractor trailers were not permitted, and my neighbor across the street was in town with his tractor parked on the street. That's so hillbilly shit. Who the fuck has a tractor parked outside? A big tow truck showed up. Okay. A big tow truck showed up and started hooking it up, and the guy's son came out and started yelling and threatening the driver while he disconnected the chains. Soon a cop shows up and then another one. One cop was out of the car talking to the kids who kept walking away from him, and the mom came out yelling at the cop. The other cop in the car got out and ran at the kid, tackled him, cuffed him, and took him towards the car. The dad came out in a bathrobe and got in and started the truck yelling, "Get the chain off of my motherfucking truck." The mom saw the kid being put in the car, ran up, punched the cop in the head, and the other cop came and helped subdue the mom. The dad charged at one of the cops, pinned him down on the car, and picked him up 3 times before the other cop could even help. They had the whole family cuffed, and they all went to jail before I could finish my beer. All over a tractor.
Wow.
It's real. This is really some hillbilly shit.
I mean, that is. I mean, I think you hit the nail right on the head in the beginning when you're like, who the fuck, parks a tractor like on the street, like in front of their house? Yeah, it's a little odd. I mean, Detroit is not a suburb type city.
No.
I mean, every state has like farmland and stuff. I mean, I get that. But when you think of Detroit, I don't think of like lush green fields and, hills of barley and shit like that. No. I think of like greasy engine blocks, like on a fucking front lawn of a 900 square foot bungalow that's got like 13 people living in it. Like that's what I'm sorry. That's what reminds me of Detroit when I think about that. So basically, if I'm understanding this right, Billy Club Cop gets a little aggressive with kid.
Yeah, because the kid kept disconnecting the chain. They were trying to
because they were trying to tow it away, and he was like just having fun with it. Mom
comes out running,
yelling. Freaks out. Mom gets her ass whipped by the cops
after she punched the cop in the head.
Right. She fucked around and found out. Then Dad, with a bathrobe and a schlong hanging out, decides he's going to go after the cops
and pick them up 3 times.
Right. Then get some. Right. Until he's probably fucking tased and cuffed.
And this all happened before the guy finished his beer.
Wow.
Wait, the police are in charge of towing away vehicles?
No, the tow truck was already there. The tow truck came first, but when they couldn't do it, then the police showed up. Yes. So, yeah, this is honestly, I would pay to be there to see this.
I'll tell you what. I think that Mama, cop killer Lucinda. Yeah, she's the one that started this. Really, I mean, honestly, because let me tell you. Okay, if my wife or significant other is being harmed by the police, even if she started it, at that point, you're faced with a decision. I can either defend this woman who provides me with love and sex and comfort and food and a clean house and laundry, or I could not get myself arrested in my fucking bathrobe but then lose all those things.
Well, the son started it technically.
Well, but the son didn't get violent. He was just, it's almost like a prank.
Yeah.
I mean, technically it's obstruction.
Yeah.
You're interfering with police activity. But actually, the son didn't interfere with the cops. The son was interfering with the tow truck.
Yeah. And then when the cops came, he
that's
wouldn't listen to them. He just kept walking away from them. Yeah.
So that's really more like resisting, but like in a very mild way. And especially if the son's a minor.
Yeah.
You know, most cops wouldn't really like, you know, but when, you know, Mama Bear came out like looking to scrap, that's what happened. Yeah. So I got to be honest. I think Papa Billy, right? He did all he could do.
In his robe.
I'm just saying, like, either
picked up a cop 3 times.
All I want to know is what else he had on besides his robe, because there'd be nothing worse to me if I'm a cop and I'm being overpowered by some big fucking Detroit hillbilly in a robe. Please, God, don't let his bear schlong touch me. Please, don't let that.
How long was this bathroom?
That's what I mean. And how many times is he going to pick me up and slam me down with his fucking ding-a-ling hand? Like, no. And what if he passes gas? Like right in the middle of all that. I'm just saying, imagine, right? And you're like on the receiving end of hillbilly Detroit Billy's fucking fart or whatever, and his nasty schlong. No, this is wrong in so many ways. Yeah. But it's definitely a stupid reason to get arrested. I mean, I'll give you that one.
You could have just went and got the fucking tow truck out of the impound later, and it's going to cost less than bail.
That's right. That's right. Now, but let me just say this: I am going to give Violent Mama Lucinda 3.5 dingleberries for being stupid enough to go after a cop. I'm going to give Bathrobe Billy Papa 5 dingleberries for engaging in that and putting himself in the middle of all that. I hate to say it. No offense, HR. You know, I love you, but if you're in a fight with a cop, I'm staying in. Like I'm not tagging in here to get mine. I'm gonna wait till this is over. I'll bail you out.
LAPD doesn't play this shit.
Oh, yeah, no, that's true. LAPD they would just tased you and
LAPD
shot you.
Play this
shit. Right? They would have tased you and shot me.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm just saying, as a general principle, if you start squabbling with the cops, I'll be there to bail you out later. Okay, but I'm not gonna have to bail us both out. Here it comes. I know. Here we go.
Is it illegal to keep a tractor on the street? I mean, people have their damn Winnebago.
I mean, apparently there in Detroit. That's what he said here.
I was going to say, I don't know the rules in that neighborhood. Maybe it is. Yeah. Maybe it's obstructive, or, you know, maybe they don't have that kind of curbside parking. Maybe the streets are too narrow. I don't know. But it's all, I mean, at the end of the day, honestly, now they're looking at assault on a police officer, right? 2 of them, disturbing the peace, resisting arrest. They're not looking at misdemeanors anymore. These are felonies. Okay. I'm serious. Assaulting a police officer is a felony. Okay, they're looking at 3 to 5 each. Yeah. To be on at this point. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying, no offense, but you'll understand why if I stay inside, right? If something like this goes down, listen, it doesn't help anyone if both of us are in jail. Just saying.
At least he's not alone in jail.
Not just
you guys wouldn't even be huddled together.
No, but I'll tell you what I will do, because I love you so much. I'll stock your commissary account every week. I put there like $20 so you can get like shampoo and shit.
I think I would be stupid enough to attack a police officer.
I don't. I'm just speaking.
Right, that was the first thing he started talking about was you.
I would never do it. I mean, I'll speak verbally.
More of a you thing.
I have been known to speak disrespectfully at times to cops when I think that they're flexing.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, more of a you thing. I'm not stupid enough to talk back to the police.
Well, talking is nothing. I know exactly what my rights are and what I can do, what I can't do. But I know I can't get physical.
Exactly.
So, all right.
Exactly. Are you going to do filming skill?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to say, like, minor Billy, I'm going to give him a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not the most shameless thing to like disconnect the chains and like try to save your family tractor. And maybe he thought he was being heroic. I don't know. Or it was just a dumb prank to the tow guy. Okay. I'm going to give Violent Lucinda, I'm going to give her 2. Right?
I can agree with that.
Yeah. It's pretty shameless to like start attacking the cops. Yeah. Just because they're like, you know, looking for your son who's fucking around. Now, Bathrobe Billy, he's getting a 0.
Yeah, he has to.
All that, and let me tell you, you know what would have gotten him from a 0 to a 4? Some fucking boxers. All he had, if it would have said, so my dad just threw on his or whatever, my neighbor threw on his boxers, and then went, okay.
No, he came out in a bathrobe.
Right, and what's being alluded to here is he had nothing else on.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But that so. For those reasons, okay, Bathrobe Billy gets 0 on the Feldman scale.
I agree.
Yeah, probably. I don't know why the son decided that this was a worthy thing to like go after the police over like
Yeah,
tractor.
this was his hill to die on.
But I mean, if my son were being harassed by the police, I'm quite certain I would do something.
You'd punch the cop in the head?
I don't know
if it wasn't LAPD. Because I don't play with LAPD, but if it wasn't LAPD. I don't
really see my son doing that. But true. I'm just wondering if he was being harassed by the police, like, I'm quite certain I would do something.
Yeah, I can agree with that, yeah. Next one?
Yep.
Okay, this is still under the same question, so it's another answer. When I was growing up, my mother had a friend who ended up getting arrested. She called my mom to pick her up from the station. My mom asked what happened. Response, well, I just got home from work and I was hungry, so I went across the street and I got some fried chicken. I'm sitting at home eating my fried chicken when my husband comes home from the bar. He looks at me and says, where's my fucking chicken? I said, here's your fucking chicken, and I threw a drumstick at him. He called the cops on me. I got arrested for assault. After that, my mom used to joke with her that she got arrested for assault with the deadly chicken.
What?
I really
wait. Bitches can get arrested for assault by throwing something?
Yeah, apparently she threw the chicken.
99% of the women in America would be under arrest.
Apparently, yeah. Maybe the chicken was hot or something. I don't fucking know.
I was just going to ask, like, what state they're in, if it says.
Oh, no, it doesn't say.
Because I can't imagine, like, LAPD or LA sheriffs would even show up for that. And if they did, I think they'd be more upset for being called for that kind of incident. Because that's not real domestic violence in that sense, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, who hasn't thrown something at someone when they're really pissed off?
That's true.
Well, it does matter what. Okay.
Well, okay, I'm not saying like a cast iron skillet.
Right, well, that's what I'm saying. If you throw like a fucking iron, like, you know.
Boiling oil or something.
Yeah,
Oh my God, this show we saw.
Tell her. Yeah, tell her. Yeah.
I'll never forget this scene.
This is good. Go ahead.
They poured this hot boiling oil on someone to try to.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it was a torture scene in Snowfall.
Yes.
Yeah. This show we were seeing called Snowfall. Yeah, I'll never forget that scene.
There's a movie a long time ago called The Watchmen. Mm-hmm. The Watchmen was loosely based on a graphic novel of the same name. Not loosely based, but was very much based on that. One of the characters in the movie Watchmen is a guy named Rorschach. Mm-hmm. Rorschach's name is because his like alien power or whatever. His face. Have you ever seen those Rorschach blots with like the black ink blots and look like splotches? So he had a mask that would constantly change and evolve in these splotches or blots, right? So that was his name. So there was a scene where they were trying to round up all like the superheroes and incarcerate them to get them like out of their way so the criminals could do whatever they're going to do. They arrest Rorschach and they put him in jail. Okay. So the most classic scene. I'm telling you, honestly, right after you should search this. It's so good. Mm-hmm. He's like big, buff, like kick-ass gangsters in prison basically like come up on him, like push up on him, like they're about to whip his ass and like, you know, talking shit like we're gonna kill you and you're gonna be our bitch, right? And you're gonna taste each one of our dicks and like on a movie was rated R. So, and this is in the kitchen line, right? So Rorschach grabs a pot of like boiling grease that they were frying something in, but before he throws it, he has like a prolific line. He says, "I don't think you understand. I'm not locked up in here with you.
You're in here.
You guys are locked up in here with me." And then he throws the hot oil, and then you see like the blisters, like the guy's like, ah! Best fucking line. The way that was delivered was just amazingly good.
Yeah, no.
So, all right. But sorry. So having said that, yeah, of course it matters what was thrown. I think a piece of cooked chicken, I mean, unless like she fucking took like a knife and like shaved the side of the bone to make it a shank.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what the fuck? So that's why I'm saying like what podunk Midwest stupid fucking Barney Fife town is this where it's like, yo, I need you to come pick up my wife because she threw a fucking chicken leg at me.
Yep.
All I can think of is maybe the fried chicken was so good, it's a crime to waste it.
Oh my God.
I mean, what else could you say? I'm just thinking like, I mean, what the fuck?
I know that if there isn't blood, LAPD isn't coming.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
LAPD doesn't even want to show up if there's not a body. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, how do you like? First of all, how as a guy, how do you call the cops on that? I'm serious. What kind of man stops, picks up the phone, dials 911, like, yo, I'm being assaulted I can't imagine he told them what it was at the time.
Well, he was drunk. Let's remember that.
I don't care what he was. There's no way he tells the 911 operator, my wife just threw a chicken leg at me and it hurt. I'm not okay. Please come get her. Come get this bitch.
And they did.
But that's the worst part.
That is pretty amazing.
You want to tell me she deserves a fucking like misdemeanor criminal record?
Where they live?
No, it doesn't, because it was just like responses. I know.
Let me just say this honestly, okay? I can only see this happening in some backwards, podunk southern state, and maybe the wife is just so sick and tired of Hillbilly Jim drinking his bourbon or whatever and getting all fucked up, and she just got tired of it. Like, just chuck the first thing at her. Like, I can tell you, and I'm not lying, like Nepo's mom, she's got like a fucking shoe on her belt, like a grenade, like the chancla. Exactly. I've seen that thing fly, like when you least expect it, hurls right past you. So I understand. Okay, my Aunt Miriam, God bless her, she doesn't have the shoe off. She'll take it off though, and then she won't throw it at you. She'll walk up and club you with it. Like she'll beat you with it. She doesn't throw. She doesn't like distance. She wants to be right up in your face when she's starting to pound like the fucking shoe on you. Yeah. Or, a metal chair if you're a DJ, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
No problem.
Exactly.
So I guess I understand the impulse at times, right? But it's a pretty stupid reason to get arrested. Imagine the fucking arraignment. You're being charged with assault with a chicken drum. Yeah. How do you plead? Like, oh my God. And honestly, now,
don't let the judge be vegan.
Well, I'll just say, all shtick aside, that is truly a monumental waste of taxpayer time and resources and money. And I hope, honestly, he just got, sobered up inside or whatever, or let him sober up and she, got the night away and they figured it all out the next day. But wow. Yes. So.
With the chicken.
Yes. So keeping in our theme, I am going to give chicken throwing Lucinda one dingleberry.
I can agree with that.
I can't give her too many. Because I really believe that.
I even give her any.
Oh, okay. Well, but I'm just saying
I like half of them.
No, I'm giving her one because it's a fucking chicken leg. I mean, come on. Okay, but I gotta believe Hillbilly Jim was probably asking for something. Okay. Or Hillbilly Bill or whatever. Okay.
Well, that's why he walked in yelling, "Where's my fucking chicken?"
Well, that's what I'm saying. He triggered something. Okay. He definitely triggered something. Okay.
Exactly.
Now, Feldman scale's a little different. Okay. Because if you're actually cuffed and arrested for throwing a fucking chicken drumstick at your husband, that's a zero. I'm sorry.
It is a zero.
That is so. You lost.
Yeah, calling the police about that is.
We haven't gotten to Hillbilly Bill yet. Okay. This is just chicken throwing Lucinda.
But I agree with the zero too. Right. I would never tell anyone about that.
Right. I would never
tell anyone about that.
Now, as far as Drunk Billy goes, okay, I'm giving him a 4 dingleberries. 4 dingleberries.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. That's an asshole thing to do. I don't care how drunk you are. I don't care how much it might have hurt that minute. Okay. The last thing you need to do is call the cops, drag them away from their fucking donut shop to make them come arrest your fucking wife for tossing a piece of chicken.
Who just got off of work.
Right. I mean,
and was hungry
and cooked.
Chicken,
right.
So she went and stopped to get
or whatever.
chicken.
And she just wanted to fucking eat something.
Exactly. Okay, he was at the bar getting over here drunk.
And by the way, fucking every bar is chicken wings.
Exactly.
Like, fucking order something to eat if you were hungry.
Exactly.
So the fact that he found it more important to spend an extra few bucks on another beer as opposed to just getting himself a fucking thing of pretzel sticks or whatever, fuck off.
Yes.
He gets 4 dingleberries.
Yes.
He also gets a 0 on the Feldman scale.
Definitely.
Oh, absolutely. Never, ever repeat. By the way, why would you go to the internet with this?
No, someone else did it.
Oh, they related this. Okay. Still, that means somebody was told.
Yeah.
Right. I would never tell anybody that I was the one that got my wife arrested and arraigned for assault.
Well, he didn't tell her. They only found out because the lady, her mom, had to go bail her out.
No, right. But I'm saying, like, as a whole, no. This is not the kind of thing you ever bring up.
No.
Ever.
No.
Just let it go.
No. Yeah.
All right.
I'm never talking about this.
No, never. Oh my God.
Yeah. All right. Next one. Under the same question. What's the dumbest thing you've been arrested for? This one's short. It says, my friend's little sister was arrested for a DUI. Her friend came to bail her out, and the police officer could smell the alcohol on him. Gave him a breathalyzer test, which he failed. They arrested him as well. How could someone be so stupid to go to the police station, buzz to bail someone out from a DUI? Glad he was arrested, but yeah.
Good deed.
That is perhaps the saddest fucking story.
Imagine.
I can imagine, because not that I've been the guy that got drunk and had to go bail someone out or whatever, but I know what it's like to be called upon to do a favor, and then you do it and it bites you in the ass. And I know what that's like.
Uber.
I would say, and I know what that's like a lot of
that's
time.
another thing. Yeah, what if
I mean,
Uber?
That would have been
Getting
fine.
intoxicated in and of itself, is it?
Well, yeah, it would be if you went out in public.
Public, yeah.
Oh, anywhere in public?
Public intoxication is
Well,
public,
if you're in a bar, you're in public.
but you're not supposed to be intoxicated or leave there,
Outside of
right?
You,
I-
you
look-
can take the drinks outside of the bar.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in
You
theory,
can't take the drinks outside the bar.
Well-
You're going to take the drunkenness outside the bar.
well, but I agree. And again, in theory, people take those that go to the bar, if they are not driving, right? They're designated drivers. They leave the bar, they get into a private vehicle, and they go.
Mhm.
They're not really out in public,
Mm-hmm.
right? On the other hand, if I'm the only driver and I go to a bar and I have one too many, and I call myself an Uber, I'm still not going out in the public.
Yeah.
Now, if I stumble out of the bar and start hitting to another bar or go to a restaurant or want to pick up like some drunk
Mhm.
food,
Mhm.
in theory, I can be arrested for public drunkenness. All right, well, okay.
Yeah, but as
Listen,
long as you don't show up drunk again to pick
Yeah,
up
as long
a
as you're not
DUI
driving,
person.
As long as you're not driving, not hurting anyone.
Yeah.
but,
I
but
just don't think he was the best choice to come and bail her out from her
No, it
DUI.
probably wasn't the smartest thing,
Yeah.
but when you're that shit-faced drunk, you're not thinking clearly.
Yeah. So,
so this is a guy that went to go get the girl.
yeah.
Okay,
hmm
so I think I know what happened here.
They were both drunk together.
No,
Oh.
I think drunk Billy realized that drunk Lucinda might put out,
Oh.
and he just ran to go get her. What? Listen, if he had a thing for her and he could be a hero and get her while she's drunk,
It could also just be that was her friend.
okay, possible. But I'm just saying, if it's my friend,
hmm
male, female, whatever, okay, if it's just a friend and there's nothing more there, they call me like, yo, Eric, well, look, it's a little different for me because I'm a lawyer. I can actually go and bail somebody, but like pretend I'm not, right? It's like, yo, Eric, I fucked up. I need you to come get me. Okay, if I was drunk too and there was no other ulterior motive, of course I'd take a fucking Uber.
Yeah.
Or I tell them, look, I can't drive right now
Yeah.
either, bruh. You got to
Yeah.
call Cindy or whatever. Call Lucinda too, whatever.
hmm
But yeah, I think he wanted to be the hero.
Maybe.
I'm telling you, look, I know how guys think. He wanted to get there. He wanted to be like, yo, I got you out, girl. And I paid your bail. And you know how you can pay me back? Okay, that's what that was happening. By the way, you know what this is almost like?
What is it almost like?
This is almost like if you have a cringy sister-in-law
hmm
that calls you to take care of lots of things for her. Maybe not bail her out of jail, but lots of other things. And it doesn't matter how high you might be at the time, you still got to drop everything
Yep.
and do it. Right?
Yep.
It's almost like
It's
that.
almost like that. Exactly.
Trying really hard, buddy.
Are you not going to rate any of it?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, so drunk driving Lucinda gets 5 dingleberries just for driving drunk and putting people in danger. And, I don't care who you are. That's a terrible thing to do.
Yeah.
Use better judgment. Try to, get a designated driver.
Yes.
Use Uber, whatever. Drunk Lucinda, incarcerated Lucinda, I'm giving her,
She didn't
6.
do it, yeah.
No, I think it was like a 7 on the Feldman. It's a little shameless to get busted and arrested for DUI.
Yeah, but it wasn't her fault. The friend was for him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like but from her perspective, she
Yeah.
just called somebody to make bail. Now, drunk Billy, like boyfriend Billy, whatever, like okay. I'm giving him 4 dingleberries. No, 5. Sorry, I'm giving him the same 5 for getting in his car drunk and driving to the police station. And then he gets a 0 on the Feldman scale for
Yeah.
actually walking into a fucking police station drunk, having driven there, and then trying to be like, yo, I need to bail out Lucinda, who you got here for DUI. The guy
I'm going to give him 4, though, just because he tried.
He's still
trying to be a good friend.
Yeah.
and by doing so, he endangered every other
Yes,
fucking driver on the
yes,
road.
Yes, but I'm just going to take 1 off just because he was trying to be a friend. I feel like honestly, I could see how this happened. She probably called, and in the moment, he was like, oh shit, she's in fucking jail. Okay, I got to go get her. He didn't take into account the fact that he was drunk. He was just like, oh my God, she's fucking in jail. I have to go bail her out. So I say 4 just because I feel like he was trying to help. It just, he should have chewed some gum on the way there, done something. But
So I checked Crumble's lineup.
it's not so bad this week.
No, this is what I got.
Oh, you
cookies and cream brownie,
Mm-hmm.
Rocky Road,
I saw that. Yeah.
Kentucky butter cake,
Oh,
and pink donut.
I saw that one too. Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Be here in about 15 minutes.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Bam. I'm kind of looking forward to the Kentucky butter cake.
Me, the pink donut.
But because
The pink.
I've recently discovered like the brown butter cookies
Yeah.
taste really good. Like I like
Yeah.
that.
I've never
that's-
had brown butter cookies before.
the last one I had was brown butter chocolate chip. We got them here,
Mhm.
and they were fucking amazing. That one, out of all the other ones we had, that was really, really good.
Yeah.
In fact, that was the time where I saved HR the peanut butter cup one,
Mhm.
but that brown butter chocolate chip one, that was the one I was really good.
Yeah.
Kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah. I'm glad.
Was there another story?
No,
Oh.
I think we were done here. We were just
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, we were listening to the throwback episode that we dropped the other day, and I re-listened to my non-cringy sister-in-law retell that Facebook story.
Mm-hmm.
I was laughing so hard again. Like it just, when I hear it, it's
Yep.
so fucking funny.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Oh, you're very funny.
Oh, thank you.
this ain't Make-A-Wish. Oh, that was great. We just kept laughing out loud.
You guys, it's fun. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Next one.
Yep.
Okay. Same under the same question. It says, I was in Sarnia or Ontario with what the fuck is Sarnia?
It's got to be. I think that's Canada.
Ontario. I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
So some city in Ontario province. Or
Want to
whatever.
be Narnia. Okay. With a buddy, and they met two girls. One of the girls wasn't into my homie, so I let her use my cell phone to call someone to come pick her up because I was absolutely too sloshed to drive. 30 minutes later, buddy comes, picks up the girl, and I realized that she never gave me back my phone. So I run to my car and I chase them down to get my phone back. They see me in a drunken stupor screaming for my phone, so they took off running. In my head, I thought I was getting robbed for my phone, so I chased them all angry to the next red light where I get out and try to smash the window. They take off again. I chase them through the streets of downtown Sarnia. Suddenly, they turn into a parking lot and take off running. I follow them in and get out of my car to give chase. Little did I know that they drove into a police station, and within 8 seconds of getting out, I had a bunch of officers ready to shoot me. I got arrested for DUI, and when I got out of the holding cell, the cop's first words out of his mouth were, "The cell phone was in your car the whole time, dumbass. She put it back before she left."
My God. Oh, wow.
Yep.
That was the stupidest person of the year.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Never thought to look down and see if it was in the car or not, right?
That is. I mean.
Wow.
I can't. I'm serious. I don't.
We're speechless.
I don't even know how. I don't know how to respond to that. I mean, the guy's got a fucking record now. The guy catches a case,
Mhm.
right? Because again, it's no good deed. Like, sure, you can use my phone, Lucinda. Get yourself a ride. I get it, no problem. And it went from that to now he's gonna have to do what? Probably 80 hours community service, right? Minimum. I mean, Canada's a little bit more lenient, I think, than we are.
Yeah, I
You
no
know,
clue how that works.
Right.
Yeah.
He may not get 2 hours of a penalty, but still, I mean, how fucking dumb are you?
Yeah.
How do you not just look?
Exactly.
Like, oh my God. And by the way, if they weren't in the car when she gave him the phone back
Right.
because he was too drunk to drive, that means he had to go into his car with the phone in hand, put it down.
I think what it is they were in the car together. She left it in the car, and then the guy showed up, and she got out of the car and got into his car. The phone was in the car the whole time.
Oh,
He
maybe
just-
they're sitting there. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
That would make a little more sense. But
Mhm.
I mean,
Yep.
jeez.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, so phone Billy, I'm sorry, buddy. You're getting a full 5. I just,
He tried to break their windows.
but that's what I mean. Like you just dispelled every stereotype of Canadians, right? Canadians are supposed to be like passive,
I
right?
wonder if he was just on there like for vacation.
I don't
He wasn't
know,
even
'cause-
from-
right? Most Canadians are like,
aggressive dumb American.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, because like Canadians just aren't violent,
Yeah, no.
and this guy went from like 0 to asshole like that.
Yeah.
Like chase them down, try to smash their windows, keep going after them, chasing them on foot. Oh my God. Yeah. So
Reminds me of your 21 Jump Street story.
Oh yeah.
did I tell you that one too?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if I have any stories left. Shit. But I mean, yeah. So 5 dingleberries.
I agree.
That's there's a lot of zeros today. This is a 0 again on the Feldman scale.
Yeah.
You know what? It is extremely shameless to chase down somebody. Hold on. This might be our cookie.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry guys. By the way, you can expect more interruptions because I was out of the office last couple of days, and you know it's been pretty hectic. So trying to catch up on a bunch of stuff too, including podcasts. But yeah. Again, full zero. I mean, how do you got to have no shame at all to chase a bitch down for a phone that you never lost, that's in your possession the whole time, not realize that you're running into a fucking police station because you're in such a drunken stupor, red with rage, like a bull that sees a red cape, right? And you end up with 8 fucking cops surrounding you.
About to shoot you.
Right. All over, something that doesn't require any, needed no assistance. So
I kind of want to give the girl a dingleberry.
Okay.
Because he was yelling about his phone when he was like chasing them.
She
could have said exactly, like in my head, I'm like, she could have been like, the phone's in the car. You kind of just let him like panic.
That's a good point.
So I'm gonna give her at least one, because I don't know how drunk he was. Maybe he was like incoherently drunk where you couldn't even understand what he was saying. But maybe she did understand. So I'm gonna give her one just because she could have said the phone's in the car.
A fair point.
Mm-hmm. So next one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wraps it for the dumb arrest. These are now just like, am I the asshole stories about arrest?
Okay.
All right. The title of this one is, my sister and my family want me to pay for a lawyer after she got arrested, but I don't really want to. Am I the asshole? The story is that my sister, 33 female, thought her husband was having an affair, and she confronted a woman that he works with. I, 29 female, honestly don't know if he's even cheated on her or not, but the woman my sister confronted is younger, and she's married to another woman, so. She had no idea what my sister was talking about, but my sister assaulted her, and she was left with a broken clavicle. My sister was also hurt pretty badly. The problem is that my sister was deemed ineligible for legal aid or provided a lawyer due to her salary. That's a thing.
Yeah, I think some places you don't qualify for free legal aid or public defender. Not in California, but some states, they may have if you can afford a lawyer, you don't want you to take resources from those who can't.
Okay. She said her husband has apparently told my sister she's on her own and has filed for divorce already. My sister and my parents have asked me to help her pay for the lawyer for the criminal case. They say that she can't afford a lawyer on her own, and I'm getting guilt tripped from a lot of people in my family to pay for her lawyer. Not loan her the money, but just outright pay for it. I don't want to spend money to help her because I think she was wrong, but I'm getting pressure since the Crown went indictable for her charge and she's looking at jail time. My parents and others in my family have chipped in to get her the best lawyers possible and want me to also put in my money. My confession is that I don't want to, but no one knows that I feel this way yet. But would I be the asshole if I didn't want to pay for the lawyer? If I didn't pay for the lawyer?
I can understand that. I mean, it's not like your sister was arrested for something righteous. She was arrested for one of the stupidest things I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
I mean, she's like being a lesbian.
That's the worst part. Like, the lady's a lesbian. She's married to another woman, and you broke her fucking clavicle because you thought that she was with your husband.
Yeah, if she's that dumb, she's gonna end up back in jail again.
Exactly. Would you pay the lawyer?
How much money are we talking?
I knew that was going to be the question. I was just waiting.
Well, I don't have a sister. So.
I was just waiting. Oh my God. Yeah. I knew it.
Yep. Well, if I ever need to build out, I'm not calling Jen.
I could just hear the questions like, yo, HR, I need you to come bail me out. I just beat my brother's ass.
How much is it?
Right. Well, how much is your bail? I don't know. It's like 50,000 to assault, but you can put up a bond. How bad is it in county? I mean, are you in danger? I mean, are they feeding you?
If someone makes that stupid of a decision, why should you have to go into bankruptcy for it?
There's a difference between going bankrupt and helping your family or your sibling.
If it's a criminal defense lawyer, that could be like $100,000.
Not for this kind of case. Assault, no. A murder case would run $250,000 or more, but probably not for assault.
The woman was hurt.
Everybody gets hurt, but that's a civil part.
She seriously hurt someone for no reason at all whatsoever.
Yes, but and I'm not justifying. I'm not saying it's true, but there's a difference between physical pain that's healed and something like a permanent. Like, let's say, God forbid, you gouged an eye out, or it's something permanent. Then maybe it's different. But that also deals with a civil case and civil damages. Assault is assault. Right, you can have misdemeanor assault, you can have felony assault, right, or assault with a deadly weapon or whatever. That's still the same assault. I do think probably the extent of the injury may influence some of the sentencing because I think certain types of felony assault you can go from X number to X number, like maybe it's like 3 to 5.
Right.
So you might get the higher end of that if you cause like extreme bodily injury. But otherwise, it's it is what it is.
Mhm.
But I don't know. That is kind of tough.
This reminds me of like the people, like they're in the rain and they decide to like go to the LA River, and then like the poor firemen have to go in and fish them out and risk their own lives.
Yep.
Like, why should we have to risk our own lives or go bankrupt because of someone else's stupidity?
Yeah. My biggest question, and you both missed it. How the fuck did she break her clavicle?
Oh yeah. Well, she could have slammed her on the floor or something.
But like your collarbone?
Oh,
Yeah, if you land on your side.
That would hurt.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
You know what's interesting? Those actually heal very fast.
Yeah.
That's not like
And you can't do anything.
yeah,
about
it's
it,
just like a broken rib.
Yeah.
It's just you got to live with it. And
My little
eventually
cousin
they
broke
heal.
his. Mhm.
But so I mean, let me just say, I'm gonna give a salty Lucinda. I'm gonna give her a whole 5 on
I'm
this
gonna
one
give her a
too.
whole 5,
Yeah.
especially because the woman was lesbian.
Well, yeah, I don't know that matters, but it was just a pretty savage thing to do,
Mhm.
and I agree there was probably no good reason for it. This is yet another 0. I think on the
no,
Feldman
0,
scale.
yes.
I can't.
0.
I mean, I had a feeling we were going to get some kind of funny, what happens if.
Not like this though.
I know,
That's not what
but
you imagined.
yeah.
Do you
no.
think she's the asshole for not wanting to get the lawyer though?
No, because I don't think anybody would want to. But there's a difference between wanting and doing it anyway because you feel like you have a moral obligation or you think it's the right thing to do or you feel kind of guilty. Listen, I've done lots of things for people I didn't want to do for them, but I do anyway because I want to be nice or I think it's the right thing or I feel bad for the plight they're in. Okay. And truth be known, what happens with me usually is I don't set certain boundaries.
Right.
So I do one nice thing and then the person comes back and I do another nice thing. And then before you know it, like they come back to the well over and over, and I can't say like stop, no, I'm done, and then I end up resenting that almost always happens with me at some point. I don't know. You know what I haven't noticed? I haven't noticed all the passive aggressiveness from HR today. I haven't noticed that at all. Amazing, right? I mean, did you see it? It just went right past me.
I know.
No fucking clue. Is that really happening?
You brought it up.
No, I'm just commenting. I'm commenting on the stories, and I'm relating to personal experience. So, all right.
So you agree with? Do you think she's the asshole? Not the asshole?
Oh, for not giving the money?
Mhm.
No, I don't. I think I would have let her rot in jail.
Yeah, I agree too. All right, next one.
And I don't understand bitches who beat up another woman over a man.
No.
You're gonna have an affair with my man. You can have him.
Exactly.
Bye.
The bitch didn't owe you loyalty. Your man did.
You know
Go
what?
fuck up your
You know,
man, not
you know
him.
what? I don't believe either of you for a second.
Oh no, absolutely.
Hold
And
on. I need to revisit this for a second. So when you said that's happened, what do you mean that's happened? Is this a story I've never heard?
Well, a long time ago in college, I remember someone cheated on me.
Okay, I didn't hear the
And-
story. By the way, that wasn't me.
No.
Well, no, she wasn't dating you.
I know.
And
You know what's weird is I thought I was dating her for a bit, even though I probably wasn't.
No, you weren't.
No, I was just taking her to restaurants I couldn't afford.
Exactly.
And
See how that works? The passive aggressive? Okay, sorry, go ahead. So someone actually cheated on you? What kind of dumb person would do that?
And I just said bye. And
Yeah,
found another guy
exactly.
and
No,
went
no.
with the other guy, like right where he was.
Yeah.
That's how I get my revenge.
Yeah.
He cheated on you with another guy?
No.
Oh, I-
No, I said I found another guy.
Oh. But I mean, when
And I
you
went to an event where he was. and
Oh,
I was
just, like,
my
showed him-
best, and-
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you decided to get petty rather
It's
than
better
violent.
beating the bitches. I think it's stupid.
Did
too.
you actually walk in on the cheating or did you just find out about it?
No, I just found out about
Okay, because I think it's different. When you come home, let's say after a hard day of work, and you open like the bedroom door because you want to jump in the shower, and you see your man sticking it to some whore, I don't know that you're going to be like, "Ah, okay, bye. I think you're
If
going
the
to.
man is stupid enough to do that in
Why
our
would you wanna
home,
stay
in our
with them?
bed,
Yeah.
then I absolutely would.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
done.
And I think Hurricane would start beating someone's ass.
No, see, this is my thing. I also think it's stupid when bitches go beat up other bitches because the girl didn't owe you any loyalty. That's how I see it. The
Exactly.
woman doesn't owe you loyalty.
Right.
Your man does. The one who deserves to get his ass beats the man.
You know,
But
so
it's not even worth it because it's like, what the fuck?
I have a question.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you think it would make any difference in your analysis if the side piece knew that he had a full-time, like a girlfriend, and just
No.
didn't care?
No, because she still doesn't owe me loyalty. I don't
See,
fucking know her.
okay, so I find that just a little interesting. Maybe it's just a moral thing. Like, I think guys, if we want to hook up with a girl and we know that she's seeing someone else, especially with someone we know, we would never. I mean, we
Right.
just don't do that.
But women will. Women like being the side piece. Like, there's some bitches that like being this. Not all. I'm not saying all. But some bitches love being the side piece.
I remember there was, I don't know who it was, but I remember there was I don't know if it's like a 60 Minutes episode or something where they talked about like how women that get involved with married men and why. And yeah, there was some of it was basically I get all the benefits without any of the headache.
Yeah.
I don't have to put the kids to sleep. I don't got to clean the house.
Mm-hmm.
I get gifts. I get sex. I get treated nicely. And
That's it. Yeah.
well, no. And the big one is, and I've got something to hold over him.
Yeah.
Right. Forever,
Exactly. Yeah.
basically.
Blackmail. Yeah.
That's weird. Wives tend to get crap.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, exactly. So no, I don't. I personally, again, I think it's stupid to go after the girl.
So what was
You
the?
don't wanna beat anyone, beat the man.
I would never go after another woman.
Like, if I were gonna
Yeah.
beat somebody's ass, it'd have to be the man. I'm not picking the girl up.
I don't remember if we rated this or not.
No, you didn't.
I don't even remember who was who in this because we went on the side discussion.
Her sister.
Oh, is it the legal defense?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I agree with like felon Lucinda probably gets 5 dingleberries
Mhm.
just for attacking and getting violent
Breaking
and
clavicle.
just putting herself in that position. That's also felon Lucinda's getting a 0 again.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta be pretty fucking shameless to like just start whipping a bitch's ass and break her clavicle.
Especially a lesbian that wants nothing to do
Right,
with your man.
right. That's what I was going to say, especially to someone that's no fucking threat to you at all.
Why
Exactly.
did you think this person was having an affair?
Well, okay.
She probably looked better than
Well,
everyone.
I was just gonna
in the
say,
office or whatever they were.
In my limited understanding of
Mhm.
the LGBTQRSTUV, whatever world, there's so many initials. Honestly, I'm nothing against them.
You
I'm-
had it at Q. That was
whatever.
great.
I'm
You
liberal.
should
I
have
mean,
done it.
You did.
I'm liberal. I
You
just-
had to go out with the rest of the
No,
outfit.
I'm liberal, but I honestly I can't keep track.
Mhm.
There's so many like new names and
Well,
descriptors.
wasn't it changed now to just LB?
Oh, what did they drop with you?
LGB. That's what I think it's now.
I honestly I can't keep up. Me
Well,
neither. I don't
that
know.
was Trump's decision to change.
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Change it to
I-
LGB.
Oh, well,
That's what
okay,
I'm
we
saying.
don't
Whatever.
Yeah.
But here's what I was going to say. What I learned is, and honestly, I learned a little of this from watching Modern Family a lot.
Great show.
There are lipstick lesbians, and then there are lumberjack lesbians. Okay, lipstick lesbians are the ones that dress
girly
like
ones.
super fine models, right? They're the ones you see like on the gram, right? They're the ones you see on the hub. Okay, lumberjack lesbians are the ones you see in the bar looking to find lipstick lesbians. So
and some gay men are like
100%.
really burly.
Some are very
like,
butch.
huge guy. I
yeah,
know.
and some are very feminine, 100%. So it's possible if this were a lumberjack lesbian
Mhm.
that got her ass whipped,
Mhm.
then I'm also, giving lumberjack lesbian a 0 because it's pretty fucking shameless to get your ass kicked by a non-lumberjack lesbian because you're supposed to be kind of tough and buff.
Well, her sister was
You know.
also hurt pretty badly too. It said.
Oh, well, okay,
So-
but all right.
We
But-
don't know.
Oh, so maybe lumberjack Jill just fucked her up back.
Yeah.
I don't
No
know.
idea.
As far as responsible Lucinda, who has the money to pay the legal, and help her legal fees, that's a tough one for me because I can only say if this were my brother and my relationship with my brother, I probably would help because just my brother and I have that kind of tight relationship. Even if I realized he really fucked up,
Yeah.
and even if I knew that he didn't deserve it, and even if it would have been a bit of a hardship on me, I'd probably still do it.
Yeah, I'd get my brother out too.
So that's what I'm saying. So
But
it's
I
hard
like
for
my
me.
brother. I don't know if she doesn't like her sister.
No, so the fact that she's really, really struggling, I'm going to give her a 3 for that. For legal fund Lucinda,
Okay.
like that.
I'm
Legal
gonna give
fund.
her a
Lucinda.
1. We don't know their relationship.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. But clearly she can afford it and it's still family. If they were completely estranged, I think it would have said that.
I have family that I wouldn't even piss on them if they were on fire.
But I think, but you would, but if you were posting that, you'd probably say that. Like,
Well,
look,
true. That's true.
when it comes to my sister, she and I haven't
That's
spoken
true.
it, or
Yeah,
so.
you're right,
So that's why I'm kind of like, it's just, I think it's more like fuck that. For one, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And two, why am I, basically helping enable this behavior?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but again, it's a tougher one for me if it's my actual brother. Now, I'll tell you what this is almost like.
What is it almost like?
It's almost like if you have a cringy sister-in-law that somehow accidentally assaults the less limbed, right? And then gets in trouble and she calls you to bail her out and you've got those mixed feelings,
Mhm.
but then you have to anyway. It's almost like that. Not that happened, but if
Exactly.
it did happen, that's what it would be like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She'd probably contact you first.
You know, the Les Lind is still not.
Still ghosted?
Yeah, they have not reset.
Good for you,
yeah.
buddy.
No contact still.
Good for him. Good for him.
Did I tell you the cruise thing? I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
Why do you keep putting me off topic? It's HR. No, it's HR. She's constantly changing. No. No, I was supposed to get them, and then they weren't available, and I got to wait.
Oh, that's the issue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's happening.
Okay. All right, next one then.
Okay.
Title is, am I the asshole for thinking it's my daughter's fault for getting arrested, and if she goes to jail, it's just the consequence of her own actions?
I'm going to already say, really depends on what the daughter did, because I have a son at the kind of age, and he does the kind of things that he may end up, and I also kind of ask myself, do I let him spend the night to really get a feel for this? Mm-hmm. Or, and it's all going to depend where. If he gets busted in Malibu and he goes to the sheriff's substation, he can stay the night.
He can stay there for the night.
If he's in like fucking downtown LA and he's going to Men's Central or Van Nuys, I'm going to get him.
Yeah, go get him.
Right.
Yeah.
But having said all that, but let's hear the story.
Okay. So I'm not sure where to even start, but here this goes. My 47 male, 22-year-old daughter got arrested recently for breaking into some rich people's houses and stealing. It wasn't just a one-time thing. She and her friends have been doing this for a while now.
There was a movie like that about the crew. Emma Watson starred in it. I don't remember the name of it. It was like her first big girl role after Harry Potter, and it was based on a true story. There was a group of like these like hot young women that were basically doing like smash and grab robberies like as a crew, like homes like the Hollywood Hills.
That's insane.
After the podcast, if you Google search Emma Watson movies and whatever, you'll see the one she was in.
Okay.
Yeah, Emma Watson was in it. That's why I remember. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She said they'd gotten lucky up until now, but their luck ran out when they broke into a mansion, triggered the alarm, and the police caught them. It didn't help that they weren't even wearing masks, so the cameras caught everything. Outside, inside, every angle. Here's the thing. She could have been shot. There was security at that mansion, and I honestly don't know how she made it out of there without that happening. The cops showed up before anything like that could go down, but she was arrested along with the others. I've already helped her pay for the lawyer, but the evidence against her is pretty airtight. They have her on camera breaking in. She had a part-time job and she's been living at home, so there's no reason for her to even be doing this. I have no idea what made her think this was a good idea in the first place. Now she's looking at potentially going to prison and could be kicked out of college because of this. She's going to plead guilty because, well, she did it, and there's no way around that. What's really been eating at me is that she blames me for not doing more to get her off the hook. She's mad at me like I'm supposed to magically make all of this go away. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here. She made the choice to do this, not me. Like I said, there's no logical reason for her to break into wealthy people's homes and steal their stuff. She had a good job, she was in school, and she was heading down a good career path. In fact, the money she used was just for things that she wanted. My wife and I paid for her school, her food, her clothes, and all of the needs she has. We don't even make her pay rent here. There's no reason for her to turn to crime. I guess I'm just looking for advice. How do I deal with this? I want to support her as best as I can, but she's an adult. I can't fix this for this. And honestly, I don't know if I even should. Has anyone been through something similar with their kid? And what did you do? How would you handle it? I'm at a loss now.
Oh my God. She's a brat. She's a fucking brat. Yeah. I wonder, did they set no limits with her at all whatsoever? Ever?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Like
it sounds like
Daddy, fix this.
A lot,
yeah.
And she expects them to save her.
Yeah.
Which is not good.
No. Yeah. Honestly, he's better than me because I would have pulled the lawyer. I'm like, you fucking figure it out then. I'm not doing enough. Fuck you. I'm not doing anything now. But I guess I'm not a parent, so I can't say that. But.
Well, I have my comment and thoughts, and then I'm actually going to solve this problem for them.
Okay.
Ready? First, my comments and thoughts. The one thing he asked, like, well, what would you do? Mm-hmm. Right? Let me tell you, Billy, what I would not do, and let's go to fucking Reddit with this. Okay, for fuck's sake, the internet are not really equipped.
Yeah, but life doesn't prepare you for shit like that.
No, I understand, but
and whatever you're going through, Reddit has already went through it.
Well, but I'm saying she has a lawyer, right, that you provided, and you can probably get privilege waived with you, so you can discuss things with the lawyer or whatever. But the last thing I think you should be doing is putting your kid's business out there and go on Reddit.
Look, you know what? You can't talk to a friend about this. You can't.
No,
the whole neighborhood.
It depends who it is. But here's what I think they could do to make this better. Okay.
You let her rot in jail.
No, sorry, I was yawning. I'm still really tired from this week. But what the lawyer should do is have her assessed psychologically, slide the guy some money, have her say she suffers from kleptomania and something else, that she can't help it, that she needs therapy, get diversion. She's a first-time offender. She's young and she's a student. Okay. Chances are, if you can show that it's something chemical and that it can be treated with therapy and medication, she won't get kicked out for that. She won't do time. By the way, breaking and entering and burglary are all big felonies.
Yeah.
They're not small ones. So,
But I think the question is, she's wondering if she should do something or if she should face the natural consequences.
so I'm going to answer that part next. But that's how to try to minimize or mitigate. Okay. Now, I have a son who's not quite an adult yet, but he's very close. Going to be 18 in a couple months.
Oh yeah.
I can only imagine if something like this happened to him and he was facing the kind of time, again, multiple break-ins, burglary. So it's not just breaking and entering. Breaking and entering is not the same as burglary, because burglary requires the intent to steal, which he did, right? Robbery is different. But this is burglary. We enter the dwelling. Now, if she had a weapon with her, it makes it even worse, right? And even if they don't have evidence of other jobs, they have this one. So most likely she'll have to plead to this one, and that way they won't investigate the rest. If I were Thief Lucinda's dad, okay, felon Lucinda, I would get her, honestly, the best lawyer I could afford. I'll tell you why. Most likely, especially with a public defender, she's going to do at least 9 years for that kind of felony. This is not typical B&E. This is a much bigger deal. And if anything she stole is over a certain value, it enhances it. And there's certain minimums, sentencing minimums. She's going to do real time in big girl jail. And they are not going to be kind to a, young college girl who is out stealing for kicks. If, and I hate to say this, but prison culture is real. If she was stealing to feed her kids, that'd be different. She'd be respected in jail. Okay. She would be not fucked with. She's stealing for the hell of it to support her party lifestyle or whatever, because she lives at home, her tuition's paid, all that stuff. Trust me, they are going to make her the fucking maid. She's going to be cleaning up more than just people's clothing.
See, but I wouldn't feel bad for her.
Well, I'm just saying I would, because if it was my child, I believe that kind of trauma will stay with her for life. She will never be normal after that time. She will become institutionalized. She will be assaulted severely. I know how this works. She's going to a penitentiary. She's not going to county. Because anything more than a year. Okay. What could happen to her is not proportionate to what she did. And I also have to believe that maybe the ordeal in and of itself is enough to get her to snap out of it. And she probably does have some kind of underlying psychological issue.
I don't think it's going to even make her, snap out of it, because look how she's still acting. Like, she's like, you're not doing enough. Like, do something else.
I'm sure she's nervous and afraid.
See, it doesn't sound like that to me.
Well, I don't know.
It sounds like a kid who's been spoiled her whole life, and she's used to doing shit like this, and her dad is always going to take her out of these situations. And from my standpoint, I think he should just let her do the time, honestly, because she's not going to learn. Like I said, she literally sounds like an entitled 22-year-old whose parents had money and raised her to do whatever.
Listen, if she was
you should kind of have your shit together.
My point is, I don't think she's going to get out of this with doing zero time anyway. So get the best you can to negotiate a deal. Right. Trust me, this is not going to be easy. If you can get her to do like a halfway house for a year and then probation, something like that, I'm telling you, she will be beyond traumatized in jail.
Well, he did get her an attorney. He was like, I'm paying for the lawyer to help her out. So she just wants him to do more and more for her. That's the thing. So that's where I'm saying, like, he did already get her the attorney. I think he should get her the attorney, which he did. I think it is her fault, and I think she should.
Yeah, I keep wondering. There must have been something that led up. I mean, I can't imagine this was an isolated incident. There must have been other things that happened when she was younger.
Yeah,
like signs that something was not quite right.
Or it also could just be, she was able to do whatever she wanted to, and she knew her dad would get her out of shit. She never thought it would happen here.
It's possible too.
Really weird thing to want.
Yeah. I mean, this is more than a ploy for attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, and we're rating.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we're rating the dad,
mm-hmm.
I don't think he's much of an asshole.
No.
I mean, I'm going to give him like a half a dingleberry for going to Reddit with this, but other than that, no. It's a difficult situation, and it's not a decision I know you can make easily. I just don't think the internet's the right place to get this kind of advice.
Right.
Feldman scale, I'm going to give him a 7, again, just for going to Reddit. He's in a pretty rough predicament, you know, and I think no decision is going to be completely correct.
Right.
You know, so you just have to try to do what's best for the situation and try really hard to keep your own personal angst out of it.
Yeah.
So,
what about daughter?
Well, it's a different story. I mean, I'm not going to give her dingleberries for being a thief.
I am fire.
She could be a thief all she wants. The issue is, you know, is she entitled to her dad paying for her defense and doing more for her? And that's where you and I do agree. No, I think from that perspective, she gets a 5. Like, you made your choices. He's already getting you a lawyer. Like, you're right. You can't just wave a magic wand and drop, you know, make felony charges go away. And don't be surprised if the other people in her crew have already rolled on her.
Yeah.
Because that's how the DA and the cops do it. You want a deal? You could be the only one, and you tell me everything about everybody else.
Oh, I just sing like a bird.
I don't know. That's how that works.
I could have deal so fast. So fast. That's why I always said I couldn't even be in our military, because if I get captured, I am singing like a bird. I'm telling them everything. Me lose my life? Fuck no. Yeah, no. I'm cutting a deal with anybody. With my life, yeah, no. So.
All right. So I mean, so again, for Dad, I mean, yeah, 1 dingleberry, 7 on the Feldman. Lucinda, 5 dingleberries, and 0 again on the Feldman. You like no shame at all. Like you lack any shame.
Yeah.
Not only breaking in when you don't need it, not only stealing from people, you know, to not feed yourself or your family, but because you said fuck it, we just want nice things, or you sell them and then go finance your lifestyle, and then putting your parents or your dad in the middle of it, and then bitching that he's not doing enough after he's done.
Yeah.
We don't know what his finances are like.
Exactly.
You know what I'd be like? I'd be like, yo, Klepto Lucinda, why don't you throw me some of the shit you stole?
Exactly.
I'll go sell it, right, and get you a second lawyer. Like, how about that? So, yeah, there we go.
I agree. Yeah. All right, next one then.
All right.
Am I the asshole for calling the police on my boyfriend for locking me in the bathroom? I, 20 female, and my boyfriend, 27 male, have been together for 2 years now. Oh, she was 18. He was 25. Besides this event, he really is so kind to me and so good. I've never ever seen him like this. Basically, what happened was that I went out to a coffee shop to study with a few of my friends. I'm in university and we have our midterms this week. I was there from around 8 a.m. to like noon on Sunday. Today's Thursday. I don't know why she... Oh, what's Thursday today too? She was posting this. My roommate is one of the ones I was studying with, and she's also one of my best friends. I let her know that I was going to leave from studying and go to my boyfriend's. Well, when I got to my boyfriend's, he told me that I smelled like coffee, my clothes and my hair. I said, well, probably because I sat there for 4 hours. I don't feel like coffee gives off a smell that sticks to you, though.
It can, on your breath, it does.
Yeah, but like on your hair and your clothes?
I don't know. Because honestly, I don't drink a lot of coffee, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know coffee breath. It's a thing, like cigarette breath, dick breath. It's all, you know.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever had that, but I've heard.
But
so I've heard.
Smell on you?
I don't know. I know, again, cigarettes, yes.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff, yeah.
You walk through.
Oh, weed. You can smell, you can smell weed like a mile away. Somebody's, just like smoke.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think you can smell coffee. Yeah. Like literally, you'd have to like take the coffee grounds and like have them, like carry them in your pocket or something.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. He said he really couldn't stand the smell and he wanted me to change now. I was planning on spending the night, so I had clothes, but I just didn't really want to change right then and now, which was not the hill to die on, and I see that now. It started a kind of a heated argument between us, and I ended up snapping on him, telling him to leave me alone or I would leave. After me raising my voice, my boyfriend grabbed me by my shoulders and forced me into the bathroom. He locked me in there. I don't even know how. I was banging on the door and he told me he wouldn't let me out until I washed my hair. I tried to get out for like 45 minutes, but he literally would not let me out. We were arguing through the door, and eventually I just got in the shower, but even then he would not let me out. At this point, I was sobbing because I had a throbbing headache and I wanted out and I was getting claustrophobic. He kept me in there for 3 fucking hours.
What?
I was sitting down in my towel, sobbing and begging, and he just would not let me out. Eventually, I realized I had my phone on me and called the police. I don't know. I was just so desperate. I didn't even want him to get in trouble. I just wanted clothes and to come out of the bathroom. The police did show up, and my boyfriend did let me out, and they talked to both of us for a very long time. Obviously, nothing serious ended up happening, but my boyfriend has been fucking pissed. He yelled at me so much after they left, asking me if I was an idiot and if I realized how much trouble we could have both gotten in. I told him that I shouldn't have been locked there in the first place, but I was sorry but I really was not sorry. He hasn't accepted any of my other apologies, but am I the asshole for this?
Okay, this guy is crazy, and you need to leave him now because this is a giant, flaming red flag.
Yeah.
I don't care how he was before this. This is how he is.
And over a smell of coffee.
Coffee.
I don't believe that.
Can you imagine if something really goes wrong?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe that's what it was. I think he said that because he didn't want to say what the real issue is.
Yeah.
It's either something on her was odorous and he didn't want to insult her. And I'm only saying.
know that. People do crazy shit.
I know. I was just going to say, and I only say that because the alternative is that he's that fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I hope, or I would think that somebody that has these kinds of problems, it would have manifested before this in another way.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to accept that somebody goes from normal to this like overnight.
Yeah.
And if there were signs that she ignored or wasn't able to see, that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or there was something else there, something else happening, right? And that was the only thing he could think of because he didn't want to insult her or make her feel bad. Like, yo, Lucinda, you smell like you just ran 30 laps, in the fucking desert, right? In a fucking, slum, like fucking slime pit.
You still don't lock someone in the bathroom.
I don't disagree.
Because she even showered, like she said. Then I hopped in the shower and he said it let me out.
I don't know. Something snapped.
I think it's the control. Maybe he's just controlling. I thought it was weird when I heard of the age ago.
Oh, maybe. You know what?
It's 7 years. I know it's not a lot, but it's 7 years.
Young,
and she was 18 when they first.
Well, that's
got
what I'm saying. If he was 26 or 25 when she was 18.
Yeah. And now they're 20 and 27.
Yeah, and I could see where the 25 or 26-year-old would start to become really insecure, especially if, she's just starting college and she's having all these first-time experiences. And, maybe it is a control thing. It's a fucked up thing to say. I mean, to be honest. I hadn't thought of that, so that's kind of a good catch.
And then the gaslighting. We could have both got in trouble. She's not going to get in trouble. You locked her in the bathroom.
Yeah, that was... all right. I'll dispense with this one pretty quickly because I saw our cookies got here about 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with shower Lucinda gets 0 dingleberries.
Agreed.
I don't believe for a second she stunk of coffee.
No.
And by the way, not for nothing, but whoever makes the coffee for themselves in the morning with that caramel one, it fucking smells great.
I know.
It smells like a maple syrup. So not all coffee stinks.
No.
In fact, I don't think any coffee smells bad. Right? There's variations of it, like some like this, like some we have the caramel one, right?
Some will be like more,
like more like defined, more like traditional.
Yeah.
But I don't think coffee in and of itself has a bad smell.
Yeah, I love the smell of coffee.
Well, I'm saying, and even if I spilled coffee on my shirt, like it doesn't turn into like something rancid.
No, I know. Coffee is one of those weird things where it's delicious when it's fresh, but gross when it's stale. Yeah. But even still, even if it was the most horribly disgusting smell you've ever smelled,
you don't lock her in the bathroom.
The only other thing, and again, I'm really reaching here because it's hard for me to believe that any halfway normal person could do this and get away with it. Maybe she put milk in the coffee and the milk was a little sour or off, and it created.
Why are we making excuses for this guy?
See what I mean? Like there's something upsetting her today that she's not telling me. I just said I'm not making excuses. I'm just trying to find an alternative.
Yeah.
Because maybe there was.
You can't wrap your head around that. Someone would be this.
Well, that cruel and stupid. No, I can't. That's true. And so I don't doubt it. And I just said like the only other thing, and again, it's a loose fit, but that's all I could think of. Like maybe there was something else. But before I was so rudely interrupted, even if that were the case, and she had like sour milk coffee on her, 10 minutes in the shower would have done away with all that. He didn't need to lock her in there and keep her like in the hot water, and then she turns it off, and then she could be shivering. And like the fuck, there's so much wrong with this. So I'm going to give shower Lucinda, right? Coffee smell Lucinda 0 dingleberries.
Agreed.
I'm giving her 10. I don't think there's any shame. No. She didn't do anything wrong.
No.
Psycho Billy, he's going to get 5 for doing that, locking her in, keeping her in there for hours.
Yes.
The fuck do you do that for hours?
Yes.
Okay. And let me just tell you, because I personally, I'm diabetic. If I hadn't eaten yet, let's say, right, and like I'm like okay, and then I get home, and then I'm like 3 hours in the bathroom, and I still I could like get dizzy, I could pass out. There's a lot of other things that could happen if you don't care about it. Maybe she didn't have those issues, but still, even somebody that doesn't have isn't diabetic or hypoglycemic, whatever.
She said she was getting claustrophobic already.
I mean, that's a fucked up thing. And imagine she had a hot shower first, all the steam.
Yes.
Right. I just couldn't.
Me neither.
So he's getting a full. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give him a 10.
I agree.
I'm giving him a double Lizzo
Definitely.
as I talk it through. And I also, I want to make sure that I'm still happy when I get home tonight with HR. So I'm agreeing.
She won't lock
You're
you in the
right.
bathroom?
He is a fucked up guy. What's wrong with him?
Exactly.
I
Don't
make
let him-
excuses for no one. No one.
Exactly. Because she might lock you in the bathroom when you get home. So,
And all she has to do is say no.
I don't even think our bathroom locks.
It's a good point. It may not.
Oh my god.
The guest one does.
there you go.
Kind of.
But
It's like one of those weird locks with the pin. It doesn't
Oh,
really
Yeah.
work.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we really, we don't have a need to lock the master bathroom. Either she's in it or I'm in it. It's not, we don't really walk in on each other. Like,
People aren't going to go up to the master bathroom.
no, they're not going to go in the master bedroom to get to the master bath.
But no bathroom locks from the outside. So he
Yeah.
must have
Like down
put
something
some,
under
yeah.
it.
either
Oh,
jammed
that's a great
something
point. Or Jimmy
put
did, or,
furniture in.
You know what?
He went through a lot.
yeah, I didn't even think about that, but you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lock is not on the outside of the door.
That's what she said. I don't even know how, but he locked me in here. Yeah.
So you're right. He probably put a wedge under
Mhm.
the doorknob or the handle so she couldn't open it.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that is kind of that is more like kidnapping almost. That's
Yeah.
pretty fucked up.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he'll get 10, double Lizzo,
Yeah.
0 again on the film. Everybody's a 0 today, pretty much.
Exactly. Yep.
That's You have no shame. And by the way, it's even worse because now it's out in the Reddit world. Somebody's
Yeah.
going to figure out who this is. The age difference, all that. And
That
she's-
account was
I'm telling-
suspended now.
Oh, I was gonna say, like,
I
someone's gonna
know.
realize, like, yo, that sounds a lot like
Mhm.
Lucinda and Billy from,
Mhm. Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. All right. 2 more or 1 more?
We could do 2. We still have enough time, but
Okay.
we'll make them kind of quick.
This one's titled, Am I the asshole for quote unquote overreacting and getting my roommate arrested after what she did to my cat?
Oh God, what'd she do to the cat?
This happened last week. I'm still shaking. I had to travel for my grandmother's funeral. My roommate, Jessica, offered to watch my cat Milo while I was gone. Milo's a sweet rescue, and I've had him for 3 years. That just makes it worse because this is a rescue. Okay. He's got this adorable, curious face and a unique coat pattern. If you're curious, I don't know. I guess she had put a cat, whatever. I don't know. That cat looked like him. I installed a pet camera before leaving just to check in on him. Thank
Sure.
God I did. No, cat people always have cameras. It's weird.
I just feel like something subliminal or subconsciously didn't trust the roommate already, but go ahead.
Maybe, but I've seen a lot of people with like pet cameras, especially for cats, because they like to see what the cat does. Cats are,
Interesting.
just very
Cats get into stuff.
yeah. and
They can
they're
get
just-
anywhere.
Yeah, and they do a lot of shit, like shady
Yeah.
shit. They're shady. Cats are shady, but okay. She said, yesterday while I was watching the feed, I saw that Jessica let her animal influencer friend in our apartment to borrow Milo for TikTok videos. They dyed his fur pink with what looked like human hair dye, which is toxic for cats. They forced him into tiny costumes while he was clearly distressed and kept spraying him with water as he was trying to escape. The worst part, they gave him milk with the glitter in it for the aesthetic videos. He was crying in pain. I called the emergency vet and they said the glitter could kill him. I immediately called the police and my friend who has a spare key and rushed home early. Police got there right as they were setting up for another photo shoot with Milo in a tiny unicorn costume. They arrested Jessica's friend for animal abuse. Apparently she has priors. And Jessica also got arrested. Milo needed emergency vet care, but he's going to be okay. The vet documented everything, and Jessica's parents are calling me an asshole for pressing charges, saying that she just made a mistake and it will ruin her future. They offered to pay for Milo's vet bills if I drop charges. Her friends' fans are harassing me online, saying I'm destroying a creative artist's career. My mom said I should show mercy since Jessica was just being naive, but like she watched my
Creative
cat.
artist.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm stuck on
Yep.
that for a little bit.
Yep. Creative artist's career.
Okay.
She said, my mom says I should show mercy since Jessica was just being naive, but like she watched my cat being tortured for social media clout. Am I the asshole for this?
I can only imagine what I would do to someone
yeah.
if they did that to my dogs.
Yeah.
I can only fucking
Oh, yeah.
imagine. She's lucky that she only got arrested.
Yeah. I don't play about I don't play about animals. I like animals more than people, and that's the issue.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me.
Yeah. No. I would have dyed this bitch's hair, and I would have strapped her to the chair and put her in tiny costumes, and I would make videos with her. Let's see how you fucking like it, bitch. Exactly.
Well, there's no need for more people to go to jail, but
I won't call the cops on her now.
I will say that, and I'm allergic to cats, so I don't have like a bond with cats.
Dogs. Let's say dogs.
But yeah, and I was going to tell you, my mother, rest in peace, was deathly afraid of cats for whatever reason, like deathly afraid of cats,
Mhm.
not just black cats, any cat.
Aw.
She had a very, very deep fear of cats for some reason. But let's pretend it was just like a little
Right.
sweet, pancake bulldog or whatever. Yeah, I would press charges, and I would be extremely upset and distraught.
Yeah.
And I would probably also sue for my vet bill.
Oh yeah.
And maybe more like emotional distress damage and stuff like that. Being, having to leave my grandmother's funeral, right, to tend to this. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would go full
rescue. That's what makes it worse.
Yeah, you don't know what kind of trauma this animal went through, but I would go full lawyer on this.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that fucking influencer, you're right. Like I would, his TikTok would be over.
What do they mean? They had priors? Like you just be abusing other animals?
No, but I bet. Well, by priors it might be, or if this is like how they make their quote living, by doing these like animal. Because I've seen some of those. Like there's one like Pancake the Bulldog, and it's very funny. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe the Bulldog doesn't like it. They always dress him up in these like weird outfits, and then they put him like sitting like face up or like sitting up, and they put like a bowl of food, like pretending like he's nibbling, like watching like a football game. It's funny and it's cute, but now I wonder if like the dog really doesn't.
Okay, costume is one thing, but
well, that's true.
Okay,
Glitter.
Can you imagine? You know how hard it is to give a cat a bath. Can you imagine dyeing the fur of a cat?
That's what I was also trying to figure out. They died the
like
cat.
That cat was like screaming and clawing. And...
You know what it reminds me of, and I'm not making a joke. Have you ever seen those videos where like there's a kid who has cancer and they lost their hair, and then you see a video of a mom saying my child bullied this person, so and then they shave the other kid's head, hair to like make them like feel like what that's like. That's what I'd want to do. Like I'd want to paint that other bitch pink with toxic paint, and I'd want to feed her a fucking hot dog with glitter on it.
Exactly.
And I'd want to
give her something that's bad for her because milk is bad for cats.
Well, hot dog is bad for people mostly. I mean, even though I eat them all the time, but with glitter on them. But you know what I mean? Like I'd want to do all that. Me
too.
So I'm going to give cat abuser Lucinda and her influencer friend. They too are going to get double.
Yes.
Whether they're Jelly Roll or Lizzo, I don't know. Right. I know one of them is a Lizzo. I don't know if the influencer is a Jelly Roll or a Lizzo, but they're both getting 10.
Yeah.
And
anyone who abuses an animal is people.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there's you've lost all shame.
Yeah.
If you abuse cats and make videos and especially if you profit off of it to boot.
Especially rescue.
And you're going to keep going.
Exactly.
Like a few wasn't enough. Right, they were going to keep bullshit. Mm-hmm. So all right, last one.
Okay. Title is, am I the asshole for flipping out on my fiance after her daughter almost got me arrested? Okay.
Huh.
I, 38 male, got engaged to my fiance, 37 female, about 3 months ago. We've been dating for almost 3 years. She has 2 kids from a previous relationship, 15 female, 12 male. Their dad's involved in their lives, and for the most part, the adults all co-parent and communicate well. I get along really well with the 12-year-old, but I've always struggled to build a relationship with my soon-to-be stepdaughter, Riley. She has made it very clear to me, my fiance, and her bio dad, that she does not view me as a parent, and she doesn't even want to try and be a father.
She's got one of those cunty names, Riley.
Yeah.
Like Dakota, Mackenzie.
Alabama.
Well, I'm saying like Riley.
I know.
Right, Kylie. All the same. It's so stupid.
Okay.
Whatever happened to like normal names like Lisa?
That's a terrible name.
Well, whatever. I just, whatever. Victoria, Vicky.
That's also a terrible name.
Vicky's a stripper name, so I take that back. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like whatever. Okay, sorry.
Okay. She doesn't want me to try and be a father to her because she already has one. A few days ago, my fiance sent me a text asking if I could pick up Riley from school because she had something come up at work and was going to keep her late. My fiance usually picks up Riley once a week and brings her to her chiropractic appointment to help with the sports injury that Riley had got. She told me that she would call the school to let them know I would be picking Riley up because I wasn't on the approved pickup list yet. However, when I got to Riley's school, it quickly became apparent that my fiance forgot to call the school. The school has locked doors that require you to have a code or to be buzzed in by the office. I buzzed into the office to let them know that I was there to pick up Riley and that my fiance should have called to let them know. They didn't know anything about this. I was left waiting outside for 5 to 10 minutes while they tried to figure it out. I tried calling and texting my fiance, but she wouldn't answer. Then, the school resource officer, an actual uniformed cop, came out and told me I would have to leave, and if I refused, then he would arrest me for trespassing. I tried talking with him, but he just kept saying I was not authorized to be on the school property, and I had to leave now. I had no choice but to leave without Riley. Finally, an hour later, my fiance called me back, and I explained what happened, and she apologized for forgetting to call the school because she had got distracted with work. She told me she would figure it out and meet me at home. When she and Riley got home, Riley went straight to her room. My fiance sat me down and told me that Riley had lied to the office and told him that she didn't even know who I was, and she had never seen me before. She thought it would be funny. She told me she explained to Riley how dangerous that was and that and was going to work with Riley's dad to figure out a punishment. Needless to say, I didn't take that well. I admit I raised my voice. I didn't yell, but I did get louder than I usually talk. She told me to calm down, and I told her that I won't calm down because her daughter almost got me arrested because she thought it would be funny. I told her that that's just as responsible. I told her that she's just as responsible for this as Riley is because she didn't call the school and put it on a position where I look like and put me in the position where I look like a creep or a predator. Is he the asshole?
Okay.
No good D.
Yeah, no good D. No good D. The not calling the school, I'm sure wasn't malicious or anything. It's just she forgot, which is totally normal. Yeah. Like you get busy with something, you're gonna forget.
Exactly.
The daughter, a big part of it is the age. Teenage girls are
bitches
are horrible. they're horrible. Anyone who's ever worked in residential knows that the girls are so much worse.
But anyone who's went to high school knows how bad girls are. Fuck. I hate 15-year-olds.
Yeah. Teenage girls are just kind of evil little shits.
Kind of? Cool.
Yeah, they are.
No, I don't think he's the asshole. I would have went up too. Because what the fuck? This bitch almost got me fucking arrested.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's easy to say, like, you should be calm, but I can't imagine I would be calm in the same situation.
No. Like, you thought this shit was funny, saying you've never seen me. Now I look like a fucking predator and a creep at your school. Fuck, no.
Yeah, like, this was amusing her.
Exactly. No, I don't think he's the asshole.
I don't think he's the asshole either. And it's, it's weird. It's like when someone who's supposed to love you puts a gun in your handbag as you're trying to board a plane and almost gets you arrested and ruins your life for a felony of trying to, possess a firearm illegally.
And you still get engaged with her, yeah.
Well, when the sun shines, sun shines. Okay, at least for that point, at least at that time in life.
You don't step someone without a ring, but okay.
I'm just saying, if truth be known. Yeah, he's not the asshole here. No. I mean, and I agree that it was probably inadvertent not contacting the school.
Yeah.
And cunty little daughter just figured out a way to leverage that. Yeah. It's pretty fucked up. Mm-hmm. She probably, I mean, again, in trying to see at least some goodness in people, she probably didn't realize the extent of what could have happened.
She probably didn't realize
it. I don't think she cared.
No, that's maybe so, but you wonder if she really understood, like, this could be something really permanent could happen to him.
Yeah, I know teenage girls who've actually, like, turned their own parents into child protective services for no reason. Yeah, just only to be evil little shit.
Yeah.
I remember my oldest, Danielle, had that sort of one tantrum with me and her mom. Mm-hmm. And of my three kids, I call her my oldest and my boldest. Mm-hmm. She's the one that's, she had the most guts and, the most nuts. And I remember once she said something like, I'm going to call, whatever, social worker. I'm going to call the Child Protective Services and get you in trouble because you didn't. I was like, you know what? If you're going to do that, that might as well beat your ass for real, right? Because I'm going to get arrested. It might as well be for something like I did, right?
You know what my mom did when I said it? When I tried it? She put the phone in my hand and she said, "Do it. I'll get a vacation from this. Do it."
That's a good response too.
I put the phone down.
Yeah, mine was like, "Look, if you're going to go that way, then might as well be for a good reason."
Exactly.
You want the shoe or the belt? Like what's
Exactly.
But I mean, yeah, this is pretty fucked up. So I'm going to give teenage horror Lucinda horror. Sorry, not horror.
Horror.
Yeah, scary teen Lucinda. Yeah, I'm going to give her bitch Lucinda, bitch teen. I'm going to give her 5 on this. I'm not going to go double or but I'm going to give her a full 5.
Yeah, definitely.
Look, I understand that she may have deep reservations about a stepfather, and every kids are all affected differently. Some of my kids were really difficult about it. Some were very supportive and happy, with me meeting someone. Mm-hmm. Just depends on the child.
Yeah.
Right. She may not be completely able to control herself.
Yeah.
But, and I say this, but there's quite a distance between feeling, resentful and upset to going so far as to almost ruining this guy's life.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a difference there.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to give her, again, I'm giving her 5
me too.
for doing that. And I'm going to give her a 3 on the Feldman scale. There may be more to it that we don't know. It's pretty shameless to do that, but I think that there may be more going on with her with this. So
I'm going to give her a 0, and I would have agreed with you on the 3 just because if she saw that officer going outside to talk to him, she could have called it off and been like, I'm sorry, I do know him. Like at that point.
No,
and
I think she was amused.
Yeah, she was amused. Because I'm saying she could be amused, like, oh, I don't know who that is. Like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
But the fact that you saw the officer walking towards him and telling that if he doesn't leave, he's going to get arrested, and he's literally sitting there still arguing that he's trying to pick you up, and you still can't give up. They're like, oh, it was a joke. Yeah, you're the asshole for that. And there's no shame in what she did. She's not ashamed of what she did.
So. Yeah, and if Riley, if you ever get arrested, don't expect him to bail you out.
Exactly.
You know what Riley reminds me of? You know what it's almost like?
What?
It's almost like if you have a cringy sister-in-law that just lies to you about her house being sold.
Exactly.
All because she wants to move in and live with you free.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Right. And then when you finally find out and call her on it, she gets mad at you somehow and blames you for it.
Yeah.
Almost like that.
Yeah.
Almost.
Except
the cringy sister-in-law here isn't 15 years old. Acts like one sometimes, but isn't.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So that's it, because our cookies have been waiting for us. Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
So before we end today's episode, shout out to Emily, sup girl, Badonkadori, sup yo, Ron, whatever.
Hi, Ron.
Hi, Ron.
Whatever. And the rest of the Midbar Maj crew.
Yes.
So Aaron.
Shout out to Aaron.
Aaron.
You were gonna say
no. Aaron, Karen, Dougie, Bobby, Linda, Amy, Jessica, Joanne, and whatever. Yeah, all of them. Whatever.
Best show ever.
I know. I love
right.
her.
So shout out. Appreciate that. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, and then do you want me should I tell the Mexico arrest story again?
If you want.
I'll make it really quick because I really want to try these cookies.
Okay.
I'm a little upset that they came earlier than I thought. But years and years and years ago, with some of my buddies in my college fraternity, we decided we were going to go to TJ. Because in TJ, you can drink at 18, you can go to all these bars, and we were going to have a great time. So there were 4 of us that piled into my buddy Mike's car, Mike Arnold. Right. He doesn't listen, but even if he does, he didn't do anything wrong. Mm-hmm. And we decide we're going to go. So we hit TJ and we get to Revolution Boulevard and all the clubs or whatever, and we're drinking and going to all the bars and the strip clubs, and we're just having a blast. And now it's like 4 a.m.
Right.
And we're like stumbling back to the border because we park on the U.S. side and walk over. Right. Okay. Now I had probably had 11 beers at this point, and I had to pee really bad. Mm-hmm. So I see like a little blacked out, like dark area. Mm-hmm. There's a couple of parked cars. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to go pee right here. So I go over to like this wall and I unleash. Okay. And it's like a fucking river flowing. In the parked car, both the driver's seat and the passenger seat were like all the way down. Mm-hmm. There were 2 fucking federales just laying in there waiting. Okay. So they pop out of the car. Like they were kind enough to let me finish urinating. Okay. And then, so they hit us like, yo, we're going to arrest your friend unless we get $50 from each of you, which would have been a total of $200.
Yeah.
We had,
isn't a lot of money, but you guys were college students.
At the end of and this was at the end of a night of drinking at TJ, we had combined between the 4 of us about $6. Okay?
I was going to say like $11.
No, it was like 6, which would have been enough back in those days to get a half a tank of gas and just get home. Okay. All right. Buddy, we're sorry. We don't have any money. You know what? So they wrote down an address. Like, this is where you can come pick up your friend when you bring $200. They took me to fucking TJ jail. And they put me in the holding area with all the gays and transvestites because because a fat white guy who's drunk from college was not going in Gen Pop.
No.
Well, see, that was nice of them.
Yes.
That was nice of
okay.
them.
So I stood with my back against the wall, and my buddy's like, we're going to be there. Give us an hour. We'll go across. We'll go to an ATM. Okay. 4:30 in the morning. They go across. They're hungry. They get breakfast. They go back to the they had a hotel room. They go back to the room. They took a nap, a couple hours, then went to the ATM,
friends.
then came to get me. It's like 11 in the morning. I was like standing for like 7 hours, like straight.
Those would be my ex-friends.
Like what the fuck?
Yep.
But eventually they paid the $200 and I was able to go home.
I don't know how you're still friends with them.
Well, I mean,
no.
Honestly,
I would not forgive that.
This is the difference between, I think, fraternity guys and women. I thought it was the funniest fucking thing in the end. Yes, I was angry that day, but by the next morning, and I'd sobered up and whatever, I was like, if it hadn't happened to me, if it would have been me doing it to somebody else, I'd still be laughing about it. Like, okay, And I forgave because we're a fraternity, and I was living in the fraternity house. I have to see them every day. They're okay, fine, But they didn't make me pay them back the $200.
Oh well, there you go.
So at least that, So anyway, so having said that, as we wrap up, we're going to try to get back on a more regular schedule. Hopefully, again, things have been getting busy and hectic, but we might have a little bit of a lull. Mm-hmm. I do want to also say one episode I really want to do is I want to do the Twitter beef's gone too far.
Okay.
I don't know. It might take a little bit longer to find stuff. That was one of the potential topics we were going to hit. And at some point,
we could just do beef's gone too far.
Yeah, but I mean the Twitter and stuff, or maybe we could do like social media blunders, whatever.
We could talk about Bad Baby now.
Yeah, all that stuff. Drake and Lamar and all these people, and then Josh on Facebook again. I only say that because we re-listened to that story on the throwback episode. So funny. Mm-hmm. And I still do want to do the Silk Road one eventually. We got to spend more. We really got to put that episode together as well. So having said all that, appreciate all of you, and Hurricane.
Yes.
Tell them where they can find us.
All right, guys. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate all the support. Remember, you can find us on Instagram at the Bensama Confirm and our podcast Instagram at the Late Podcast. You can visit our Twitter and TikTok at Bensama Confirm. You can visit our website at eblawfirm.us, or you can email us at info@eblawfirm.us. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
And don't get arrested.
Yeah.